Hi guys, welcome back. So I know I look a little bit weird right now. I have one eye done, not the other one, but I have to get a video out today and I don't have time to do all that intro stuff that I normally do. So yeah, the intro is totally weird and different from what I normally do, but it's okay. We're just gonna jump right into this. So like I said, I'm gonna show you how I did this eye over on this side. Today I used two eyeshadow palettes. They are both from Anastasia of Beverly Hills. I used the Shadow Couture palette, well, a few eyeshadows from here and a few eyeshadows from the Artist palette. So let's get started. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow my other social media and watch my previous videos. All right, let's get going. So obviously you guys can already tell my face is already done and my eye is already primed and set and ready to go. I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics 101 blending brush, and I'm going to take the shade Soft Peach from the Shadow Couture palette. I'll show it to you. Soft Peach right here, and I'm going to place this on my crease, and it's going to be my transition shade, which is really not going to show up a lot because it's not a super pigmented eyeshadow on my skin, at least, but it will still give me a nice transition to the rest of the shades that I'm going to be wearing. And I'm just going to flick it out just a little bit onto the end of my eyebrow and just do little circular motions back and forth. If you get this on the lid, it's fine, because like I said, this is a really good transition shade. I like it a lot. The next shade I'm using is Dusty Rose from the Artist palette, and I'm going to be using a Morphe M412 brush. I'm going to place Dusty Rose into the crease of my eye. So I'm just going to stay just a tiny little bit under Soft Peach. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to flick it out a little bit and bring it in. Circular motions. And I'm also kind of going to place it on the V. So I'm going to create it like a wing type of shape out here with eyeshadows. I'm also gonna bring Dusty Rose and I'm just gonna buff it right under my lower lash line. I'm not gonna be very precise. I just want to apply this under my lower lash line because I'm gonna be applying other shades right up on top of it, just a little bit higher. So this is pretty much gonna be my transition shade, but for under my lower lash line. So now going back to the Shadow Couture palette, I'm going to take the eyeshadow named Azure on a detail brush, and I'm going to, again, kind of create a wing, and I'm going to place this, let me get a little bit close because it's a little bit hard to understand. It's going to kind of act like a wing, like if I'm going to do like if I was doing a wing eyeliner or a gel eyeliner. So I'm going to place it on the outer corner of my lash line, but I'm not going to bring it in, just the outer quarter. And my hair. And I'm going to just stamp it right there. Again, like if I'm creating a wing, so just make sure it's even with the other side. And then I'm going to bring it in to the eye crease. And just put a little bit there. Right now I'm marking it out because I'm gonna go in with another brush and buff it. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now. I'm not gonna go too heavy. I'm gonna grab the brush that came in this palette, if I can find it. Yep, here we go. And on the fluffy side, and I'm just going to start buffing it just a little bit. And I'm gonna try and be precise because I want it to be buffed, but I don't want it to take my whole lid, you know? So just work it really softly and carefully. And I want to keep that wing slash cat eye effect going on over here. So again, just be very careful with the blending. And I'm gonna bring it in about 3/4, a little bit more of the way into the eye. I'm not gonna close up my eye with this shade, but I'm gonna bring it pretty far in. Once you're done buffing this out, you can go back to that Morphe 412 brush and the Dusty Rose shade. If you need more Dusty Rose, add it. If you don't, then just use whatever was left on your brush from the previous application and blend out any harsh lines that you may have. This shade Dusty Rose and this Azure shade look so pretty together, so they blend out really nicely. I feel like I'm in such an awkward position right now. Let me see if I can find a better position. All right, so I'm gonna flip the brush to the smaller side. This is the brush that came with the palette, and I'm gonna go in still with Azure. And now I'm gonna place this on my lower lash line. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna use the detail brush and do this application. So let's go right in, and I'm gonna stay pretty close to my lash line with this shade. I'm not gonna close up my eye, so I'm gonna just bring it 3/4 of the way. And that's it. And you can wing it out at the end if you want to. You guys must be so annoyed of my hair being in the way, and I'm sorry, I do apologize. I already did my hair. I don't want to put a clip on it because if I do, it'll leave a mark, and I am not trying to walk around with a mark on my hair. And I don't want to put it behind my ear because then it gets a curly hair issues. I don't know if everybody gets the same issue, but it happens to me all the time, and I can't stand it. If you need to go back to Dusty Rose and buff that, then do that now. And I'm using the other brush that came in the Anastasia of Beverly Hills, the smaller end. Alright, so for my eyelid, I'm going to be using the shade called Beigely from the Artist palette. And what am I gonna use? I'm gonna use this Royal and Langnickel brush. It's a shader brush, and it's BOM 40. And I'm gonna just put this right onto my lid. I'm gonna keep it pretty low on the lid because I do have a deep crease in my eye, so when I open it, if I go a little too high, it transfers up onto the top lid, and I can't stand it. It doesn't look good in my opinion. So I do try and stay pretty low, but if you don't have this lid issue, then you can go up higher than I am with this shade. All right, so I'm gonna go back to what brush? I'll take the fluffy side of the Anastasia brush and Azure and just blend that out a little bit more. At this point, I'm just gonna keep going back between Azure and Dusty Rose and Beigely, whatever I need to fix or not fix. So blend out any harsh lines, add whatever shade I need to add. If I, you know, brushed off a little too much, oh my god, my hair is so annoying me right now. But yeah, that's all I'm doing right now, just trying to match this eye to this eye. For my brow bone highlight, I'm gonna be using Buttery from the Artist palette, and this is an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. That's just what it's called, an eyeshadow brush. And I'm just gonna place this on my brow bone. Okay, so I want to deepen my lower lash line and wing it out just a little bit more. So I'm gonna place, I'm gonna use Blue Velvet from the Artist Palette, and I'm using a Morphe M432 brush, and I'm just gonna dab it right in there. And I'm gonna start with like the little wing out here. Just stamp it there and bring it into the outer corner of my top lash line. And just blend it, and I'm gonna bring some onto my use this mirror onto my lower lash line. I'm kind of a mess today, you guys, but I want to put out a video today, and I want to do the least amount of editing, and I feel like I keep making all these silly mistakes. My hair's in the way, and I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this. The whole point was so I wouldn't have to edit, and I don't know. Maybe I'll just put it out like this. And my dogs ain't helping either. Ugh. Like I said, I'm just doing the wing. I keep looking back to the other side to make sure it's even. And once I'm done with this wing, if I need to go back to one of the Anastasia brushes and the Azure, then I'm gonna go back and make sure that it's nice and blended together. For my inner tear duct highlight, I'm gonna go in with Chic on a BH Cosmetics 105 brush. This is a pencil brush, and I'm just gonna place this on my tear duct area for a nice highlight. I'm gonna bring it in a little bit on that bottom lash line to connect where I left off the blue shade. On my waterline, I'm gonna use this Starlux eyeliner pencil. It's a gem pencil, and it's in the shade Ultra Violet. I don't know why it's called Ultra Violet. It's kind of blue, but it also has kind of, I guess, a violet tone to it. And it has a little bit of glitter. So I guess that's where the gem comes in. So, and it was really pretty. I'm gonna place this on my waterline really carefully. For my top lash line, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. cream eyeliner in black. I'm being brave again. I'm gonna use a cream eyeliner, and I am kind of liking these e.l.f. gel eyeliners because they are super creamy, which means I can just, you know, it's I guess the line just goes really nice and smooth when the eyeliner is super creamy. So for me to practice using gel eyeliners, I guess this is the way to go for me. But I'm not gonna create a wing. All I'm gonna do is trace my upper lash line. So when I put falsies on, I have something to hide the band with. So that's all I'm doing. I'm not creating no wings or no nothing. As you can see on this eye, I didn't do much. I'm just tracing my upper lash line. So we are almost done. For the lashes, I'm going to be using this Deuce Punk Volumizer Mascara by that company. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that word correctly. I think it's called Deuce. And I will be placing some falsies, and I will be right back. So for the lashes, I used the Kiss Blooming Lash in Lily. The lips, you can do a nude lip, which would look really pretty, but I'm gonna do a little bit of color today. I already did use the NYX lip liner in Natural, and now I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia in Dusty Rose. It's the liquid lipstick. Here's the final look, you guys. I hope you guys like the look as much as I do. I'm really liking the way the mauves and the blues complement each other, as well as the lid shade. It looks kind of silver, but it's not, because it does have a lot of warmth to it. It's more of a pewter-like shade. I think all these shades are complementing each other, and I haven't worn blue in such a long time. I think I usually go for blue around springtime, so I know it's not spring yet, but it's getting close to it. So I decided to do this pretty blue smoky eye. I would totally rock this during the day, but you know, some people would prefer doing a look like this more as a nighttime look. It would look gorgeous with a total nude shade. But today I decided to go with a little bit of color, so that's why I chose this one, Dusty Rose by Anastasia. But that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow my other social media and watch my previous videos. Until next time, my loves. Mwah! Hugs and kisses. Bye.